Beep, 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 beep. Come on, don't mess it up. Yeah. You're foreign, I guess it's okay.
You know, because of time zones. That's why.
Yeah. Is that it? This time zone, there's a...
Yeah.
You're like, no, English not my first language. That was German, right? That sounded German.
Yeah, that's exactly how Germans talk.
I mean, I could have just went 9999.
That's exactly how Germans talk. Sauerkraut, Wiener Schnitzel.
Street Smarts. Wednesday and Saturday, kinda, sometimes, most of the time.
That was accurate.
Especially at the beginning of the month. End of the month, it gets a little rougher.
Kind of like periods.
Reigning as the Mad King comes with no ease. Burden of greatness is hard on these knees. Lameness is your particular disease. Stitching with jokes, that's my sacred degree. Bloods and Crips got nothing on me. Always dig in, dig out for eternity. That's my war cry, it's out my Bradley. Knocking out movies like I'm fucking Jet Li. You best believe satisfaction's not guaranteed. Mama Susan treats me like I'm a refugee, but I know how to use her. The YouTuber's YouTuber.
Facts.
Fighting on back roads and back rooms.
This is such a good song. Okay. Wow.
I'm an alpha to the chat. Bars that'll make you mad.
It's gotta be hard to top this one.
And what is Gucci, my ninjas? It's your boy Mad, PhD in Weebology from the University of JoJo, signed by the anime president. That's where I got my doctorates in Weebology. Back once again with just one dude. One dude showed up. Yay! Wednesday dump.
I was at the border and like he caught me with La Migra. So
yes, La Migra. Yep.
Isn't that what it's called?
What?
La Migra.
What is what called?
That border patrol for illegal immigrants crossing over the border.
Border patrol.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know they had like a code name.
I didn't know either.
La Miga. I don't know. Like I switched.
I don't know. I'm German, so how would I know?
And speaking of how would I know, Eric K sends a $2 super chat. Nice. A Mad Dump is the best dump. This is true. Let's see. Grant, throw yourself in whenever. Let's see here. Keely Chow is here first. Hey Sherry, thank you for being here for representation. Boosh is here. Weird. I mean, awesome. I don't know what you mean, weird. And oh no, not talking to me. It's called a grumpy. What? Soul Assassin, my chatimal. Anyway, you know, I'm not gonna do what we talked about just yet. Let a few more people get in, so I don't have to repeat myself a lot of times.
We're gonna give it some time.
I don't like it when people start changing things behind the scenes. What is this? What is happening?
What the hell is that?
I do not care for most of those, if any.
Do we have some kind of secret agent behind us?
Yes, he's a secret agent man. Secret agent man. Anyway, so did you watch Game of Thrones? Oh,
no,
House of Dragon?
I haven't even seen like a single episode of that. Oh,
cool.
Here we have some Jewish representation. I think he probably saw it.
Of course I saw it.
I feel like I need to separate you two.
But
anyway,
your history is there. Oh,
Grant, thank you for joining us as well.
All right, thanks for having me.
I see that I don't have a choice. You have access to it. I see that you've been busy though, working on something special.
Yes, yeah, working on something for the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, which will be out tomorrow. Hopefully, if I get enough time to finish editing today. Yeah, it should be good. Hopefully, And yeah,
Okay, I can guarantee I did not show up. I think I would have remembered that. I love it. Hey, you should watch Soccer Tuesday. You showed up. House of Mads, yeah. Ooh, Game of Mad spinoff. That's not bad. I don't know about the Mad Dump House, but yeah, I it took me a couple of times to watch it. Like I couldn't finish it in the first sitting. I'm like, oh boy, there's a lot of talking going on.
In the airplane?
I wish Mark was here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, like, because like, you know what I mean? For like, remember, I am black adjacent, so but every time I saw the black Targaryen on screen, I'm like, how does nobody notice him? Why is no one talking about this? Why is no one like, hey, who's the one black guy here? like he just
he's not the only one. His kids are black too.
So, he is reverse albino.
Like, I don't explain it because, like, as far as we know, Targaryens are like white with blonde hair. If you're
purple eyes, yeah.
Well, if you're going to throw in, diversity, at least give us an explanation on was he adopted?
No. He's the biological son. And the oldest. That's why he's the heir to his line. But also a little bit later on, there's an issue with a child to try and figure out whether it's his or not.
Wait until it's born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's after it's born. They don't know.
How?
Well, because in the original source material, he was a different contrast, we'll say.
Right, but that doesn't work in this show. It's a visual medium. Like,
yes, I don't know what they're going to do with that story. If they're just going to bypass it, or
they would have to. Yeah, because like it's not even as if like he's like you know what I mean? Like light.
Yeah,
complected. Like he like.
Or as Eric July says, one of those light skinned motherfuckers.
His transference of genetics, even like with the white, like like
that's the whole point of the Targaryens. They're a very weak lineage. That's why they did a lot of inbreeding. If they have a kid with any other race, the kid looks like that race.
Yeah,
that's the point. So that's how they're gonna get away with the whole thing. I mean, at least the actor is good and he's commanding when he's on screen. I enjoyed.
I guess.
I enjoyed it. Overall, I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, it had some nice brutality in it. I appreciated.
Yeah,
I like Homeboy.
Matt Smith. Or Homeboy's in the black guy.
No.
One of those was appropriate to say.
No, the one with the badass helmet and shit. And he's like, I'm gonna whoop everybody.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
Oh no, a Hispanic looking guy. He got me.
Matt Smith. Yeah, that's the Hispanic.
Yeah, I liked him. Weird looking dude.
And
he was really good in Morbius.
He's always looked weird. That's the best thing about him. Like, you could put him as an ogre or transform a human. People are like, yeah, I see it. I can see it. But the ladies love him.
So
Screwdriver.
But here's what's weird about like the people that they're casting. It makes the Targaryens look like a family of like powder, or like of the this is a deep cut. If you've ever seen What a Guy Wants, there with
yep.
So you remember the black albino?
With the one that they called
red.
The one they called Ashy.
Well, the one with the red dreadlocks and the freckles. That's what they all look like to me. Like they all look like there's just something off about them. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Read the chat and chuckle. There. Anyway, but yeah, I think it was a good start. I can't wait to see Lord of the Rings top it.
Yeah, like I mean, just the costumes alone, I think I
Oh,
don't.
boy.
I'm actually now convinced that I need to get into movies so I can do money laundering like whoever was in charge of the costume department at Lord of the Rings.
I think I said, I don't know where I said it. I'm all over the place, but I said that it has the look of one of those like Nicolas Cage or Turkish from Snatch. You know, when they go to Romania to do this cheap ass movie.
They're doing Romania, which is actually just filmed in Leeds. You know,
right. Well, they just they film it there because like they spend like the least amount of money possible, so they get to keep all of it because they just got divorced. So that's what this show looks like. It looks like someone's trying to pay off a divorce, and Amazon's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's $1 billion thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Soul Assassin got it.
Meanwhile, over at Warner Brothers, they've just dumped $1.5 billion worth of stuff. They went, no, fuck it. It's better for our brand that this shit doesn't come out. And Amazon's just like, bring it out.
Yeah, the Yui Bowl films. Those was like In the Name of the King.
House of the Dead. The video, like, the best thing about it is when he was getting bad reviews, he challenged Jeff Snyder to a boxing match.
Yes.
And then whooped the shit out of him.
He does that with every one of his critics, but I don't know if he still continues to do that.
I mean, it's not going to make me want to watch his movies anymore, but like,
no.
Good on you for proving you can beat up people.
He gets killed in one of the movies that he made.
Oh, Uwe Bowl? Oh, I apologize if...
Yeah, it's pronounced Uwe, but yeah.
Uwe.
Well, then he needs to spell it differently. Like,
no, but he has an accent, so he pronounces his W's.
Is he German?
Yes, he is German.
Yes.
He is using
that makes
German
so much sense now, dude. Because like, did he do Deep Blue Sea? No, that's
way too high budget for him.
No, that's the other dude that has a thing with feet.
Tarantino?
What? Not Tarantino.
Yeah. Dude, he did like Independence Day. He did every disaster movie ever.
But Emmerich,
right? He did Deep Blue Sea, did he not?
No, Deep Blue Sea was done by bloody Rennie Harlan.
What the hell are you talking about? He's Black Mad. Move on. Are you behind in the stream? We've been talking about this German dude for like 20 minutes now.
You're thinking the Finnish director, Rennie Harlan.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Wait, who did Deep Blue Sea then?
Rennie Harlan did it.
Okay, he's foreign as well, right?
Yeah, he's Swiss or Swedish or something like that. Or
yeah,
he's Scandinavian of some sort.
Because all of his movies are like they look as though it's filmed by someone who English is not their first language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a great Lake Placid. Who did Lake Placid? Man, I'm going off on a tangent here. I don't give a shit.
Lake Placid was. Ooh. I do know this one, but I just can't remember.
It was written by the dude that apparently everyone was like, oh, he's actually a good writer. He did like not West Ring, but the one with Captain Kirk. The Lost show with Captain Kirk. Tiberius.
The Lost show?
No, The Law. It was like political show.
David E. Kelly's the writer. That's who you mean.
Yes, right.
I don't know who directed. Like,
I can't remember. But that dude is such an asshole. You know, he does all of his scripts on like yellow freaking legal pad.
It's better for the eyes, mad.
Lake Placid was written by the black director UV Bolt. No, he wasn't. Anyway, no, but Lake Placid. There's this one moment. Oh, I wonder if I could find it. It's so good. It's where great actor, the sheriff or whatever, the chief of police or whatever, great actor.
Paxton, is it?
No, it's maybe I should just look this movie up. It's what's his name?
Pullman. Bill Pullman.
No, he's not the.
Oh, the sheriff.
No, Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan Gleeson. It was. Oh wow, it doesn't even show the director right here. Let's see. Man, I cannot find the director. It's like no, don't worry about it. Yeah. So Brendan Gleeson in the divers at the very beginning. It was directed by Steve Miner, whoever that is. It was at the very beginning.
Yeah, Steve Miner did a lot of those 80s horror ones. He's done a couple of Halloweens. He's done like Warlock.
Okay.
I don't remember which one he did, whether it was the first one or the last one.
Bill Paxton. Why do people mix up Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman?
Because they're both Billy P's. Come on, man.
Didn't Bill Paxton die?
R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
By the way, his best movie, I think, is probably Frailty, which he both starred and directed in, and he directed it. But
Pullman or Paxton?
Paxton.
Okay.
Paxton, yeah.
If you haven't seen Frailty, check it out. It's really fucking good. It's a really
Paxton
good movie.
Aliens?
Yes, and Terminator.
He's the only guy to be killed by an alien, Terminator, and a Predator.
Yep, that is true. Anyway, so in the beginning, Brendan Gleeson,
Yep.
he's talking to the dude that's diving or whatever, and he goes, everybody's a critic, sarcastic. Like he read the note for this on the script for him to say it sarcastically. Legit, it's in the film. They left it in the film. He goes, everyone's a critic, sarcastic.
That actually makes sense now, because in Bruges, he also has a line where he says sarcastic after it instead of
really
sarcastic. So
this is a thing he does?
Might be. Because in Bruges come out way after that. So yeah. Speaking about coming out afterwards, hey Kai.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
What's going on?
Talking about everything.
Yeah. So what's your favorite Steve Miner film?
Yeah.
Favorite what?
Steve Miner film.
Steve Miner.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Bill Paxton.
He's going to Google it. Oh, I read an article the other day where some 40-year-old woman was like no, she was 60 or 80, something like that, was eaten by an alligator. I'm like, oh no, they finally got her.
Yeah, the Betty White character.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. Poor Betty White, they got her.
It's like, I'm rooting for the crocodile. I hope he eats your fucking friends. I love that line. I'm like, oh my god, Betty White swears.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the first time like she did that, right?
Yeah.
That's like that reinvigorated her career.
It did.
Was her foul mouth alligator loving ass in Lake Placid.
And then at the end, feeding all the little babies.
Yeah. Man, we got to watch that movie, dude. That movie's so good.
This guy hasn't been in very much, has he? I see like Friday.
Well,
the
he's
13th.
the director.
Oh, okay. That's why. That makes more sense.
Betty White got wrecked. Anyway, yeah.
It's like Ronnie Harlan. Yes, he's also not Uwe Boll. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, Rennie Harlan. I said Ronnie. Never mind. No, even I can't remember.
I forgot Brahma Bull exists.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, my son of a. I'll send him the link. You keep doing.
All right.
So.
Oh, don't worry about it. I forget.
Oh God, no, Kai, no. So, yeah, I have seen Hard Rain. I can't remember her in it though. Hard Rain was with Kristen Slater
and
Morgan Freeman. Yeah,
and a lot of water. It was the film that Christian Slater almost drowned in because he turned up to set completely shit faced and fell asleep in the pool.
Oh no,
dude, that's why.
Yeah.
Another movie where they almost drowned everyone was Deep Blue Sea. You know the part where like the thing breaks or whatever, and there's all that water coming down.
And they're running.
Yes,
they were running because that shit happened. Like they were running for their lives. Could you imagine dying under that fucking movie?
Yeah,
I could. Like, wasn't like Twilight Zone movie where they had a.
Oh yeah, on the helicopter. Yeah. But that was like in the 70s or 60s.
They put that in the film. You see here. You see the helicopter land. Yeah. When he's running in the water.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, there was that one movie with the monkey secret agent where like they run over a dude's head with a 4-wheeler, the ATV. I forgot what it was called.
Monkey Secret Agent. Very generic name.
Yeah, no, it's not the name of it.
Oh, sorry, that's not what it's called.
No. He just was.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, deeper, bluer. My hat is like a Stark fan. R.I.P. All the cast and crew.
I had the Punisher in it. That's right. I forgot. Deep Blue Sea had that. Punisher and Nick Fury was in that.
In what?
In Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, yeah. And Michael Rappaport.
Oh God, did he get
He's
eaten?
in it. Oh yeah, I think everybody did, except for like LL Cool J lived because he's like, yeah, that's for my bird.
Yeah. That was back when LL Cool J, no matter where he was always from LA in every movie. And he
Yeah.
always talked about LA traffic and cell phones.
Did you ever hear the stories
Cell
like
phones?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not old.
did you ever hear Jamie Foxx talk about him? Like, cause so they were both in Any Given Sunday, right? And he's like, this motherfucker thought we were really trying out for football.
Speaking of trying out,
Hey,
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 how's it going?
Brahma.
How?
oh, you shaved your beard. I don't recognize you anymore.
Yeah,
I,
I did
uh,
it before Culture did, but he took all the credit on Monday.
Yo,
Bastard.
Brahma
Before
straight up
we
brought
started.
his entire family to the meetup. His wife, the
Oh,
kids,
cool.
kids were running around, running in and out of the bar. They were like, yo, you can't have kids in the bar. Kids are sitting there drinking other people's beer. It was crazy, dude. No wonder you can't get out.
Oh, the week has been an adventure. I've been sitting here
man.
with.
what am I right about?
What's that?
Oh, somebody said I was right. That doesn't happen very often in the chat. I was like, what? What was I right about?
I was right about something.
But yeah, dude, I think it was Jamie Foxx. I think it was in his stand-up. He was talking about LL Cool J and their experience on Any Given Sunday. But since we got everybody here now, I saw Top Gun Maverick last night.
Oh boy. What are your impressions, man?
Actually, before that,
What'd you think about that football
are you,
scene?
Are you still anti-big glass, or did the movie sway you?
All right, look, I'm going to give you my genuine, this is not a bit, opinion of Maverick. I thought it was I thought it was Like, I thought
I'm just gonna
the
keep
acting...
this extended to Culture just so I can hear him scream from here.
I thought that the acting from the supporting class was iffy. It was definitely, you know, touch and go in some moments. I'm like, oh boy, somebody was not trying. I have no idea why they put in Jennifer Connelly, because their entire side story was irrelevant to everything, made no difference, and they treat it as though that's Charlie. They try to give it this reverence of like, ooh, you know, remember her? Like, what? No, we don't know her. This happened 3 years ago. Like, this means nothing to us. What are you talking about? Like, I don't care about this person.
I was
Like,
actually
she's
confused about the actress. I thought like she was a replacement.
Right. Because like it's just like she's there and like we're supposed to be like, they're back together. I don't know who she is.
Yeah. Because the original actress is extremely overweight, so I could understand like why they didn't pick her.
Extremely overweight.
I don't know why they couldn't have just dropped a freaking missile onto it from a drone. Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? I liked how they
Because of
basically
America. That's why.
I like how they basically did the trench run from A New Hope, and all that was missing was there's gonna be spoilers, so all that it's been out long enough.
Yeah.
All that needed to complete the New Hope would be why Rooster finally decides that, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit faster now, right? Is if fucking Goose showed up and like, Rooster, use the Force, Rooster. Like, it was so A New Hope. Like, because they literally had to put the missiles into a tiny hole and he couldn't use his laser guiding thing. So he had to use the top force. I don't know.
Matt
Like,
obviously didn't watch my review when it first came out.
No.
That was my whole review. Was this is the Star Wars movie we all wanted.
Really? Damn it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I haven't heard anybody say this, although I don't really watch anybody on Metal Hunger show.
Yeah, I was also thinking when I was watching in the cinema that like, hey, this is just New Hope.
This is a New Hope. This is 100% the New Hope.
Yeah.
Even with the graphics.
Oh no, we lost
okay.
Grant.
But also, so what is missing from the original, right, is any type of camaraderie, like the brotherhood. Like, so in the original,
Did you change
man,
words
dude,
because you couldn't say camaraderie?
Shut the fuck up. So, listen, I have a traumatic brain injury. Anyway,
Oh,
listen.
what happened?
How long you been bald? Like not bald, but like shaved bald. It really makes the mustache stand out now.
Since late September, I think.
You may want to turn your saturation up a little. Get it saturated. Make it darker because everything's so white.
Yeah, I know. That's because there's like light behind me. See, because I'm standing at the front of the gates of heaven. The way let me in. Apparently, I got the wrong thing. So.
Oh, too bad I'm German. God damn it.
So listen. Oh, what was I saying? Damn it. Oh, right. So like in the original, like you knew Stryker, Iceman, Viper, who am I missing?
Zipper.
Jester. Everyone, you knew everyone that was in this school, and they were all competing, and you knew them. You know what I mean? And I love the one guy's like, he went this way, we went that way, and I said, "Where'd he go?" And whatever, I forgot the name. He goes, "Where'd who go?" Like it was this little moment, but it was great. You know, I don't know any of the people that were with them. I don't know anything about Rooster. What's his problem? Like, I don't commit all the way. I think too much. I'm an overthinker. Stop thinking. Why would you bring a guy that you don't know if he's capable? Because you had faith in him?
Because what I said earlier, America.
You had faith in him? Get the fuck out of here. You don't base who you're bringing on faith that they're going to pull it through in the end. He has shown you nothing to that point that he is capable of doing this. But we're going to bring him on anyways because he's the other main known. Who's Hangman? He looked like a CGI de-aged. Oh, damn it. I had it.
Use your words.
What's his name? From the last Planet of the Apes movie. Nope, not the last one. The one before that. Tiptoes. He was in Tiptoes. These are the two movies that... I think he was a bad guy. No, was he? Oh, Gary Oldman. He looks like a CGI de-aged Gary Oldman. Am I the only one that thought that the Hangman looked like him?
Yeah.
Every time he came on screen, I'm like,
see that. Yeah.
Like that's Gary Oldman. You know what I mean?
Gary Youngman, more like it.
Hey,
So what, you give it, 9 out of 10 then? What'd you give it?
who was Dead Meat? Was that in this one?
No.
I don't know. Anyway,
Must be a UVA Bowl movie.
I'll tell you this. I would have
balls, average gun instead of Top Gun.
I would have turned it off if the girlfriend wasn't like watching it with me. I was like, okay, like I would have got back to it later, but like I wasn't impressed, man. Like for the hype that this thing has gotten, my God, like you need to. Oh, Hot Shots, Part 2, or no? That would be Hot Shots.
Yep.
I think it just speaks
I like Part 2
volumes that,
better.
like other
Yeah,
than
so do
that,
I.
like there weren't like many other movies at the cinema to watch. So
Right, but we shouldn't be grading movies on our curve just because the majority of shit is shit.
Wait, what?
See, I saw it in one of the 4D theaters where the chairs like rock and have all the vibration and everything.
Yeah, I didn't care. I went to go see what was it? No, Love and Thunder with the rocking chair thing? I wasn't impressed with the rocking chair.
It was really awesome in Top Gun. You're taking off of they're taking off of the carrier and you're
Oh, is he taking off now or?
Man, I don't know what he said.
slamming back in the seat and then it's
You're gonna have to rewind it. You froze.
yeah,
Too many G-forces.
I guess. I don't know what you guys got. So like when you're taking off
slamming
the
back
carrier,
into the seat.
it's slamming you
Back
back
into
and
the
then
seat.
forward, everything.
Yeah, and then you just
was
stared
cool.
at us like this for a minute.
Yeah. Same thing with Love and Thunder. When Jane was, is hammering time, you're like, whoa, it's vibrating.
Suck on my hammer or whatever. her
Yeah.
line was. I can't
Or
remember.
what was it? My hammer is not like yours. Mirror attack. I don't remember all of them, but yeah.
You could call
Mirror,
me
mirror.
Mighty Thor.
Yeah. I'm Dr. Jane Foster.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I'd rather see her assistant be Thor. I'd rather see her get the hammer, and she'd be like, "Oh,
It would be
meow,
funnier,
meow,"
yeah.
and then be like really cute and incompetent about being Thor.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun movie.
That sounds better than what we got. But no, as far as Top Gun,
Couldn't have been any funner than a story about cancer.
how do you?
What
I don't
are you
even know
talking
how
about?
that. I don't know how you play offense and defense at the same time. That made no sense. They weren't learning lessons in volleyball. They were just learning how to be bros. Whatever. I don't know. John Hamm.
Volleyball.
He couldn't figure out if he wanted to be the bad guy or like the reluctant, I approve of you, Maverick. You know what I mean? Kind of like Viper, but like Commander Viper was like just a beast. I liked him a lot. And Jester.
Jester was cool.
Yeah. They didn't have that here. And the mission, just like, I'm like, I think there's other ways that they could take care of this. Like, I don't think this is. Also, why is it that.
I look at that as if they were expendable. If something happens, they could just write it off and be like, no, doesn't
No,
matter.
those planes are expensive.
Yeah, I know, but there are the older planes as well.
Right, but I also don't get why like only one person had the navigator dude in the back and the other ones didn't.
Yes.
It's called follow the leader, so that way if one of them gets captured, only one person has to, know their way back.
No, in the plane.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing head
Like the chick, whatever her name is, had Bob, which Bob was my favorite of the supporting cast. I like Bob, but he was in the back. But nobody else had.
Yeah.
No one else had their own. They were bobless.
Each pair had one that was launching a missile and one that was doing the targeting. But the secondary, Bob was the targeter. He was operating the laser guide.
Oh, so that if
his whole job was to guide the laser.
Well, I get that, but he was the only navigator in the F-18s. The other F-18s didn't have a navigator. If they did, there's two people that died. Nobody gave a fuck about.
That happens. That's why you don't.
I'm trying to think of who it was in Rooster's grouping. There was a navigator in the
No,
second one.
in the plane.
Right.
There wasn't anybody in the plane with him.
Knows how to navigate his own way around.
Oh no! What happened? My finger slipped.
You get what I'm saying, Brahma? Like.
Yeah,
there was no
8.5 out of 10. Then what do you?
That's too high for me. 8s are hard to come by. I'll give it a 7.
7, okay.
Wow, so you gave it 3 less than Old Henry.
I think I gave it a 9. I gave Old Henry a 9.
Oh wow, so yeah, so it's almost an Old Henry.
Almost. Anyway, so that's my take on Top Gun Maverick. It is and does not deserve the heaps of praise that it has gotten. I don't know what. Like, we really need to stop. Like, well, at least it wasn't woke. That's not how we should judge movies.
So a 7 out of 10 movie is something that you would like turn off.
Yeah, I mean, I would have like
wasn't forcing you.
I would have got back to it eventually.
All right.
Anyway, so we can move on to this one. Brahma, you were late.
He's frozen also.
No, he's not frozen. I can see him moving.
Sorry, I
I
just
keep
keep feeling
frozen up. I'm going to try to reboot real quick because that's annoying.
Okay.
I never
As
know what
soon as
Matt's
I say,
saying
"Hey,
behind my
Brahma,"
back.
read, and he's like, I'm gonna reboot.
I gotta go wash
I'll
my
be
hair.
right back.
I'll be back in a minute.
I guess I'll start reading. All right. Every She-Hulk review bomb criticism is easily smashed. She-Hulk is the MCU latest Disney Plus series to be review bombed. But the first episode defends itself quite well against the most common criticisms. How much do you want to bet that either these criticisms are not the criticisms people are making, or two,
Say that.
they do not defend them?
Yeah. So this is essentially it's just like, okay, we've created 7 straw mans and made up 4 facts. Let's smash them.
All right, here we go. Has been subjected to review. Yeah. The series brings the comedic adventures of Jennifer Walters to the
I like when
MCU.
something's bad, it's review bombed now. There's no such thing as bad media anymore. It's review bombed by trolls. You know, millions of them. Apparently,
And
there's a lot of troll. Yeah.
It's never in reverse either. It's never like, oh, this movie's been reviewed, built,
And all from Russia as well.
Yeah.
towered,
Yeah,
because
review
building
tower.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say rising it, but yeah, that sounds a bit weird.
Reviewed, erected.
Yep, there we go.
All right, let's see here. All right, the criticisms goes after the show's humor, CGI effects, handling of the Hulk and She-Hulk comic lore, and more. The MCU is by no means perfect, according to some, and Phase 4 has left much to be desired for many viewers, but the criticisms against She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law are weak at best, failing to see how the show connects to previous MCU properties and how it adapts key elements of the comic source material. Oh, okay, so we're just all dum-dums.
Yes. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna use the 2016 run where they changed everything and they made it really good, which lasted for 4 issues, and they're gonna go, well, it's in the comics.
Oh, wow. All right. While the franchise has only grown in scale and included even more crowd-pleasing entries since, the MCU has had its fair share of criticism. While many of the MCU detractors cannot look past the franchise on a superficial level and keep making the same tired and shallow criticisms of the superhero comic book adaptation genre as a
Keep
whole.
making the same fucking mistakes.
Yeah, how are you gonna make a criticism when they make the same mistake?
Yeah, but you can only make it one. It's once per phase.
You gotta get creative, man.
Dude, the guy keeps throwing poo at me all the time. It's like, well, dude, you said that last time. You know, you're
Right.
starting to get a little bit repetitive with your
criticisms.
yeah. Fucking hell.
The MCU is by no means a flawless cultural phenomenon. The MCU has done an excellent job of adapting comic book style interconnected continuity.
I wonder if
But
they're going to be
Extra
like, the first Hulk movie didn't do very well either. So, we're par for the course.
But its
Yeah,
success,
and then there's never been one since.
well, that's because of like licensing bullshit. Because like Universal Studios, I think, has the license if he's in his own movie, if it's a standalone movie, but he can be used in a
Crossover.
yeah, or like an ensemble piece.
They should do like a buddy cop one with him and Thor, where they just go around not getting drunk.
Well, yeah, but I want it to be Hulk, not Smart Hulk. I hate Smart Hulk.
Yeah,
But its
That's his
success,
name?
yeah, or Smug
That's what he
Hulk.
calls him.
But its success, as for better or worse, altered the film industry. Whatever, I don't give a shit about that. All right, let's see. Another point of criticism early in wait, what was the criticism you just said?
Nothing.
Okay. Another point of criticism early in the MCU history has been its lack of diversity and tasteful representation of minority groups. In the case of Avengers Age of Ultron, for example, problematic rewrites of Romani?
Romani. That's the
Romani?
Gypsies. Yeah.
I don't think we can say that, can we?
Sorry.
I can't see it.
Pikes?
I can. No, they're not. They're not Pikeys. They're the more of the religious sect.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
By the way, I don't remember either one of those. And okay, MCU Phase 4 has gradually corrected these issues. I have not seen any Romani or Jewish characters in Phase 4.
What are
The,
they supposed to be?
the Chicken Moon Knight.
That's how they
She
fixed
was
the problem. They
Jewish.
just wrote them out.
Yeah, the wife. She was Jewish.
Who?
Okay.
Mark Spector's wife in Moon Knight.
Oh,
you
though.
know when she did a whole big spiel about being Jewish, and they never. Ever
No, I
mentioned
didn't watch
her
that show.
afterwards. No, they didn't. That's the point. That she's just Jewish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so it says here, though, Moon Knight's bungling of Jewish representation proves that there is still significant room for improvement. Nevertheless, the MCU has remained strong, adapting a plethora of new Marvel Comics hero. What? Get to
Because
the
this was-
CGI.
This was the biggest criticism from our side of the pond, is that not enough Jews. I've never ever heard that.
The CGI
What
is
the hell
bad.
is that?
The CGI is
Really
bad.
Yes.
Is this a real screenshot of the show?
Yeah,
Yep.
they put it to show you how bad it's not.
It looks like what is that fake like Hulk movie? Like the obviously like parody.
The Bulk.
The Bulk, yeah.
Oh,
It looks
God,
like
no.
something like
The
that.
Hulk
made
was
today.
pink and grey. Not even close, Mark.
The first trailers for She-Hulk were met with criticism over Jennifer Walters' appearance while in She-Hulk form, which was seen as questionably rendered.
Questionably rendered. Like, how about like someone supervises this shit then? Like before
Well-
like shipping it to marketing.
While Bruce Banner's Hulk form had no such issue in previous MCU entries, She-Hulk's skin looked a bit too smooth, bringing it into Uncanny Valley territory. That's not what Uncanny Valley territory means.
They just use it for everything now.
Uncanny Valley is when like they're so close to being lifelike that it's off-putting because you know it's fake. So it's like
your body registers that it's not real, but everything in your mind says no. It's anthropomorphic correct. It's where we get the term creepy from. Something that doesn't have the danger of.
Oh, here we go. Look at this.
It's like somebody that like heard the term is just using it to sound like I've heard of Uncanny Valley with special effects. It's when they're not great or something. So,
Everyone,
yes,
that's
Uncanny
Kai,
Valley.
not you, A-Ball. Just to let everyone
By the way,
know.
legit pulled this out. Like legit, I guess pulled this out of just like my memory banks, and I was 100% correct that Universal has the rights and on the Hulk solo movie. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, my source told
Why
me
aren't
that
they
earlier.
using it for anything?
Let's see here. Oh yeah. The issue was significantly improved by the time of the premiere of She-Hulk's pilot episode. That is bullshit. And well, not quite as
This is the
believable.
thing. Why put out bad CGI then? If you're gonna be doing this as a trailer, why put out shitty products and then get upset when people complain about it? It's like if it had a couple of missing frames where it said insert media here, and you're like, oh, it's all right, it'll be in the first episode. You can't complain about it.
Oh,
That's just
did you see
this is what they put forth to show people why this show's good.
Did you see our intro?
No, I didn't. I
Oh.
was still doing the thing, so.
I mean, the scary thing is this was the improved CGI. I mean, they did improve it from the initial shots that they showed us, but this is the improved version, and it's still crap.
And while
Like-
not quite as believable as Mark Rufio's Smart Hulk,
So, so part of the so like there is the issue of TV timelines and budgets versus movie timelines. And
absolutely.
budgets. They should reuse like if they're outsourcing to special effects houses, so it would be smart to reuse special effects houses who've worked on the Hulk previously. But like it's kind of the main thing. You need to have the main thing working. Other things can look shitty. As long as the main thing looks good, the hero item, you know?
Dude, that
so
was- it's
her
their money
model,
shot.
her 3D model should be the hero item that looks the best out of everything. And out of all the special effects, that one should be squared off first.
So here's the problem: they don't have the time. Like you've heard all the complaints from these visual effects houses that are working on them, and there's just tons of them that are having to work on them, and they're burnt out. If you look at Starship Troopers, I always go to this one, right? If you look at Starship Troopers, the reason why the CGI and shit holds up to this day in that is because they had so much additional time that they were able to go in and add all the little specks of dust whenever like the bugs like would hit the ground while they're running.
Yeah.
They had just to add in all the little specks of dust that flew up. And because of all that additional time is why it looks so damn good even to this day. That's a fact. I haven't rewatched it in about 10 years. I may go do that before I keep using
I
this
rewatched it
example.
I think I watched it like earlier this year. It's
Holds
freaking
up, don't it?
awesome.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
So everything I said was correct.
I can tell. I was like, oh, that's like a CGI person on a ragdoll or whatever.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
still
yeah.
looks good. Everything feels like cohesive.
Yes, it
Dude,
feels
like,
like it is
CGI was
interacting
so
with the
good.
world.
CGI was so good. I actually thought Boosie's son could actually act. That's how good the CGI was.
How dare you? Ace is a treasure.
Can't hold a
He
knife
should have been
anymore,
team leader.
though. You can't hold a knife. He holds it with the back of his hand. It's terrible.
Anyway,
This is,
let's-
at the end of the thing, like all that stuff aside, like with the studio houses being burnt out and everything, that's their problem. They're doing that to themselves and then putting out
Well-
an inferior product, and now it's our fault.
I actually think Disney is doing it to them.
That's what I'm saying. It's the company. It's the ones who are making this product. They're making it shitty, and then going, oh well, it's up to the media now to spin a narrative that the people who say well, this doesn't look good are wrong.
By the way, Ace, Jake, is it Jake Busey?
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. I was gonna say Gary Jr. or something like that. I just didn't sound right.
If you would, oh man, he's in a episode of Justified. It is fantastic what happens to him. It's like, holy shit. Justified is a great show. I just rewatched it like a month or two ago. The pilot for that show is probably one of the best pilots I've ever seen. It's so good and it's so like just tight. You know what I mean? The storytelling is perfect.
And
A
it was
perfect pilot.
it was this close for them making a fatal mistake with that. After they started filming the second episode, they went, "No,
Yes.
we've got to bring him back. We
Yeah,
can't have
have
White
to.
Goggins not in it
Have
yet."
to.
It just
What's it about?
Sheriff.
Oh, it's a U.S. Marshal. He goes back home to Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
He ate some fried chicken.
Yeah. It actually started a whole new like music genre called what was it? Grass rap? Is that it? It was like bluegrass plus
Bluegrass.
rap.
Plus hillbilly
Yeah.
rap.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, that's just a fun fact. It didn't last long.
It didn't last long.
It
No.
didn't last long.
Let's see here.
Number
Anyway,
one, number two, and number three hits were all about having sex with his sister. So
that's not true. But considering that she's one of the of three predominantly CGI characters in the show, and acknowledging the improvements made, She-Hulk's CGI is nowhere near as abysmal as the reviews suggest.
who's the
Easily
third one?
smashed.
Okay,
I don't know,
can
but-
this person explain like exactly like why they are wrong, like objectively.
Nope. Moving on.
Person?
That's the thing. That's what they. That's
It's
what they
not
do,
even that
Mark.
the
They're like,
effects are good. It's the effects aren't as bad as they're saying. They're saying they're like the worst. They're second to worst. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they-
Easily
that's what I'm
smashed.
saying. It's a straw man sort of thing. Like this person said this was the worst thing that's ever happened. We're going to prove that it's not by saying no, it's not. Moving on.
She-Hulk's origin sucks.
Did you
A
just
comic
look at
critic.
that
They
picture? Like,
took
you
his-
just
the whole-
compare like the model that like was done for Endgame, which was probably like higher budget than She-Hulk, and
Yes.
you can like, it's so easy to compare the two, like the details on the
Like, look at the
Horrible.
eyes. Like, there's just this entire green tint.
yeah.
Everything has like even her red lips are green. The
Mhm.
blacks in her eyes are green. Like everything, it's just a green filter over the top. Like look at Mark Ruffalo's looks. Oh, it looks like he's taking a shit. Actually, no, look at it.
Well, very peaceful shit. She looks like what's the green dude on the vegetables? Jolly Green Giant?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ho,
sorry.
ho,
I
ho,
thought you meant there was some
green
sort of
giant.
disabled group. I was like, you can't call it that anymore.
No, she has no pores. I mean, like he at least has some stubble or
Well,
something.
that's
to show that
because
it's skin.
That's because her complexion is perfect. That was an excuse I saw. A common criticism found in She-Hulk reviews is that her origin story is too short or unearned. If Jennifer Walter's superhero origin story was finished in the pilot episode, this would be a fair point. But thus far, only the origin of her powers has been shown. You think maybe that's what they're talking about when they say origin?
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is they're playing word games. They're going semantics. They've got no legitimate answers. They're just going to do a bunch of word salad about the whole thing. It's like they know exactly what we're talking about. This is her
Yes.
origin story because she even states, "That's my origin story. This is where we were. This is where I am now." They do a flashback. That's the origin story, assholes. They know this.
Yeah.
Well,
The
if you
biggest-
look at
I think
Spider-Man in
maybe
2002,
he's still doing it. He's still doing his origin story. Like it. The whole point of it is they wanted to take every bit of agency that the Hulk had. The one little shred of dignity that Mark Ruffalo had left in that character is now gone. And that was the whole point. They couldn't make her better than the Hulk over a period of time because they can't have someone mentoring. We can't have a male mentoring a female, especially a female that's a derivative character. Don't get me wrong, she is. She's probably one of the best ones, but that's exactly what she is.
it
and-
makes Hulk look. It makes Hulk too weak.
She ripped the door off before she was even Hulk. She pulls him out of the car, and then it's her actions that get the blood on him by crashing the car and doing that, and then later on blames him for it.
Another frequent complaint is that the Hulk is depicted as weaker than he should be in She-Hulk. And while this appears to be the case in some scenes, Bruce Banner's MCU characterization and personality as Smart Hulk remedy this issue. Oh, you don't
How?
say.
You
On
just
the
say it
contrary.
does.
Because
Banner-
Smarty got weak.
Banner reconciled his two personas by becoming Smart Hulk, and thus resolved his issues with controlling his rage in Avenger Endgame, just as he had found a suitable way of aiming his Hulk persona between the events of 2008's The Incredible Hulk and 2012's The Avengers. I'm always angry. How does that remedy him being weaker?
It doesn't.
Bruce-
He just says that he just says that he's now able to control it and turn himself to. He essentially killed the Hulk
Yes, that's what I
He-
said.
because he's.
I said that
outsmarted-
Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I knew I heard it from somewhere. It makes sense. It was you. Could you say something that I can steal next week?
Before you go, Mark, keyframe Choppa,
Yeah.
you got anything?
I still have a review in the works, but that will take like a month to be released. Other than that, like nothing else.
Is it that awesome Netflix show?
Yeah, that awesome Netflix show that everybody loves.
Oh, what Netflix
Can't wait
show?
to share it with the world. Yep.
Can you give us any more details?
Oh, it's the Cowboy Bebop one.
Nice.
Oh, so you do hate yourself? Cool. Now I get. I
Yeah.
get German. Makes sense. Yeah.
You'll never
It's in
know
my
true
blood.
power until you taste the testicles of
your enemy.
The man who wronged you.
the
Oh,
man who
know.
wronged you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even quote it right.
I need that clip. I need to put that clip in. I just want to
can
make sure.
send it to you.
Oh, please. Yeah, no, I was just making sure you got to say that before you bounce.
All right.
Oh, you playing Saints Row?
Who?
You?
No, I never did.
Are you going to play it? It just came out.
No. No.
Oh man, dude, the girlfriend is so fucking pissed off about this game because like she plays two games. She plays the Saints Row like 3 or whatever it was, and she plays like the Sims. Those are her two, and
All right.
she was so excited for this new one until she saw.
No, she's not.
Poor woman.
Yeah, she
Well,
still hasn't even bought it yet. She's just like,
The game I
"Ah,
have been playing is Red Dead Redemption 2. and
hell
I'm
yeah, it's so
enjoying
good, isn't it?
So much. I love it.
Where are you at?
I think we just moved like camps next to the river.
Roads?
Roads, yeah, roads.
It gets good. It's getting good.
It's already been good.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Like I'm trying to do some side content because like the main quest is a bit hectic, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out a lot if I just like.
There's
only
so
do that.
much.
Yeah.
There's so much. I just finished like my third playthrough, and I was still finding things like, oh, I never found this mission before.
I have a British friend who I think like he played through the game
Gross.
7 times.
Yeah, it's such a great game. It's my
What
favorite
was that
game.
about?
Period.
AFK.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, you like it better than Evil Dead?
He does. Well, I mean, we play it so often, Brahma. So.
You know how many times you fuckers, man? I'll buy Grant this game, What was it? World War Z.
Well, was it? Yeah, I played it. We played it
we
three
played it
times.
3 times, right? I tried to buy Yeti, the Ash versus Evil Dead game. Doesn't work because he's in fucking Canada. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll send it to Jeff. Send it to Jeff. Jeff has yet to even play. I don't know. He said he played it once. Whatever. Anyway, from World Class Bullshitters. Ever heard of him? And anyway, so man, and we always do this. We'll find a game like this is the game we're gonna play, and we play it, and we're like, that's it. Okay.
Well, it could have worked if the game was actually well made enough to be able to play.
Yeah.
We were having fun with it for a little
It's
bit.
such a grind if you're not playing against players, and that can go either you're gonna get dominated out the gate. You know what I mean? Or you'll have a slight chance of winning, maybe.
Yeah,
There's no middle.
The Evil Dead, it's too overpowered.
Hey, Jane. I didn't make them wrenches. I don't give people wrenches. Anyway, Jane, we're talking about She-Hulk. I know you're a fan. Yeah, Jane was the one that said I was wrong about Bruce killing the Hulk. I still think I'm right. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Bruce's trauma and rage fuel his strength as the Hulk, and thus he is physically weaker as Smart Hulk than he was. Who said this? When did this?
He's not physically weaker. He's just not. He just has aged out. That's the thing. It doesn't mean that he. I mean, if he's physically weaker, it'd be insane to see what he can do to that boulder. When he's not, like, he threw it into space.
Right.
Yep. And by the way, the only reason why he outdid her is because she didn't throw it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who's to say that she couldn't have done it next?
Throws. He got 2 throws. She only got 1.
Yeah, she would have destroyed the moon with the next one.
Well, Jane, we're going over all the defenses of why She-Hulk is good. Or wait, what was it? I can't remember. Fuck it.
No,
it's not criticisms.
Being smashed.
Yeah, getting easily smashed. It's not funny. It's not.
The reason we're all wrong.
I love this. She-Hulk attorney at law leans into the MCU's humor. Not just humor, specifically MCU's humor. Because that's a different category. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
you have irreverent
humor, but from like 8 years ago.
Yeah, more than most of the franchise's installment. That can be argued. But another point of criticism is that its jokes simply are not funny. While the effectiveness of comedy is relative to the audience, She-Hulk's self-referential sense of humor does fall in line with the rest of the MCU. So because it matches with the other MCU humor, that means it's not a valid criticism?
Yeah. What joke's the first episode?
For better or worse, the MCU has made a habit of poking fun at itself. So the running gag regarding Captain America's virginity in She-Hulk's palette is not atypical for the franchise. And the Captain America line is reminiscent of the final moments of MCU's first 2 Spider-Man films with similarly interrupted profanity.
That
anything?
Doesn't make it
joke?
good. I mean,
smashed.
Right.
Nice.
The anger speech is insulting. All right. Can you read this one? I gotta go get something to drink.
The most controversial moment in the She-Hulk Attorney at Law pilot is Bruce Banner and Jennifer Walters' discussion about controlling their emotions, which many reviews interpreted as insulting to the original Hulk. It is important to note that She-Hulk's abilities are fundamentally different from the Hulk's in both the comics and the MCU. While the Hulk is physically stronger, She-Hulk has no split personality and therefore has far greater control over her gamma-ray-induced abilities. Jennifer Walters' dialogue regarding her constant anger was not meant to downplay the traumas and hardships that Bruce faced throughout his MCU history, but rather protest the notion of her needing to control her emotions, something she does constantly. Bruce and Jin are both justified in their anger, and while the latter's origin is far from concluded in She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law's pilot, she will no doubt prove to be a worthy new addition to the MCU pantheon.
I doubt it. What did I miss?
Basically, her whole argument of she's always angry because she's a woman and she's always terrified.
Yeah. That is
that
so
whole
much
scene.
more. How do they
Dude,
justify? I mean, how do they smash it?
They don't. They basically
She
say
doesn't have a
because
split personality,
she doesn't have a
so
split
she's got better
personality, so
control.
therefore she's right.
Wait, what?
Mhm.
That Bruce faced, but rather protest the notion of her needing to control her. Something she does constantly. Oh,
She
they're
doesn't
both
have to learn
justified in their
because she
anger.
Already knows how to, control her anger and her temper.
Did anyone say that they were justified in it? In being angry? No, they're angry characters. But the fact of the matter is that because she's a woman, and as she states, because she's a woman, I mean, he's been shot at, he's been killed, he tried to kill himself, but she got catcalled. People can die from that.
She says, if I don't control my anger, right? If I don't control my emotions, I could literally be killed. I've never heard someone say I literally could be killed when they meant they literally could be killed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anybody? Nope.
Yeah, that's exactly
you guys
right.
went all
That's
robotic. I don't think my computer's liking me today.
Oh, well, that makes one of us.
I mean, probably because you poured alcohol in it. Speaking of alcohol in Saints Row, the new Saints Row is getting trashed by critics. I wonder why.
Wait. So it's not being review bombed? It's just being trashed. Wait.
Well, because it's by the critics.
It's by critics, not by the actual people.
Isn't that weird? And that's part of the reason why. Wait, hold on. Let's see what Jane says. He always has something good. Why not personalize her anger? They could have talked about her real life experiences, and then Bruce could talk about his. It could have been. It absolutely could have been. She could have talked about like when she was younger, experiencing trauma that comes from specific
childhood
acts.
Trauma. That's like the flavor of the month, and they didn't bring up any childhood trauma with her. It was the one character that you could have done it with.
If I cared enough, I legit was going to make a video like during her speech and then having it juxtaposed with like these moments where he talks about the darkness, or like, you know what I mean? Like the I put a bullet in my mouth and the big guy spit it out. You know what I mean? And then Herg is going like, I was catcalled in comparison to what the fuck he's been through.
Or the fact that half of his friends just died recently. And
Yeah.
he even brings it up multiple times, and they just gloss over it.
Don't forget, like he had the hots for Black Widow, who I'm pretty sure was banging Captain America while he was gone, like 100%, right? Like when they walk in and like and he comes, he's like, hey guys, and they're like, oh shit, we can't hold hands. Don't hold my hand right now. They had the look of like it had the look of like teenagers getting caught.
You're telling me that someone who is comfortable with the sexuality as Black, who is clearly attracted to Captain America, wouldn't have tried to at least jump those bones at least once? She could have teach him a thing or two, because the longest running secret is whether he was a virgin. It's like, no one cares. It's fucking stupid.
Damn it, Soul Assassin, you're ruining it. Yes, Anatia Sarcasium. I got one of those right. Actually worked on the game. Anybody know Anna Takeda?
I said anti-sarcasm.
Oh, that's kind of true though. Anna Sarcasium.
Yep.
What about her?
Good old Gamergate girl.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. Anyway, if you were hoping Saints Row would Sate? Okay.
Yeah.
Your hunger.
Is that short for like satiate?
Pretty much. Same meaning.
Yeah, satisfy to the satisfy
Okay.
to
I've just never heard it referred to as Sate.
Look at me. I write for Kotaku and I have Word Hippo. I love Word Hippo though. Your hunger between GTA release. That's not a bad little poke at them. You might be better off waiting a bit longer. Reviews for the open world crime game developed by Volition and out tomorrow for consoles and PC. Man, dude, what? Dude, double check your work, man.
Nobody proofreads, man.
No,
Nobody
dude.
freaking proofreads.
This came out Monday. It is now Wednesday. Monday at 2:50 p.m. They have yet to go back to do any corrections. First announced last summer, Saints Row is a full-on reboot of Volition's long-running series of GTA clones. I think that is
GTA clones, Jesus.
that's an unfair
Well,
categorization of Saints Row.
The first one was.
That's
The first one
Absolutely.
was-
Absolutely.
As soon as they start bringing in tigers high on meth and aliens and whatnot, and the ability to shrink someone down, like that's in the second game. Like so,
Yeah.
they just went.
It just went
Imagine
its
GTA,
own
but
direction.
Could we do some ecstasy while we're doing it? They're like, yeah, why not? How much did you do? A bucket. Okay, well, put that in Saints Row 3 then.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be president. Hey, you know what? We're going to blow up Earth in the third game
Yes.
for
The
shits
fourth
and
game is going
giggles.
to be completely in simulation because the Earth's been destroyed
Yep. Like,
while you were
no,
president.
it's not a clone anymore. It is beyond that. I actually enjoyed it more than I enjoy. I don't really enjoy GTA. I never can really get into it. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess can't. Not since like Vice City, you know. But let's see here. Unless you count.
Saints Row?
No, Saints Row. I love.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about GTA, like proper.
Oh, proper.
Which,
okay.
yeah, which hasn't seen a new entry since 2013. Saints Row 5, then 4, unless that's a callback. Unless you counted no one's gonna get it. Unless you count its standalone 2015 expansion. Get out of hell, dude. The characters are so great in Saints Row, and there's so much. This is what the girlfriend was like. Oh, she was pissed about this whole thing, right? After she saw the trailer and the character introduction, she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with them?" There was so much diversity already in the game. You had a gimp that you would help, like, you know what I mean? Go free hose or some shit. Like, it was crazy. Anyway, but yeah, they're like, we need to put more diversity. It's really, there was so much already. Saints Row is full on reboot. Wait, where was I? Oh, yeah. It was initially part of the February 2022 release onslaught, which included the likes of Horizon Forbidden West, Dying Light 2, and Sifu, and Elden Ring before Volition delayed it to August, citing the need for polish. Spoiler, they didn't polish it very well. There are glitches like crazy in this thing. So
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm probably gonna play it.
yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm probably gonna play it tonight.
If it's
I
maybe
haven't
I
played any of them.
until 2 ago, I don't know.
I've been trying to wait for the girlfriend to buy it, so then I can sign in under her account on my Xbox and play it. But she's like, "Oh, I got real work to do." Blah blah blah.
She needs to get her priorities crooked.
Right.
Yeah.
But all the polish in the world can't save a game that appears by many accounts fundamentally broken. Right now, Saints Row is sitting at a 63 on review aggregation site Metacritic. A rare low point for a critical beat that tends to collectively treat 7 out of 10s as an absolute baseline. Sure, some reviewers praise parts of Saints Row. Well, yeah, of course, including his character creator. Oh boy. If that's the highlight of your game, we're behind the 8 ball here, kids.
They go to all this to create these diverse characters and everything. Oh, we got to make it this one. What's the best part about it is you don't get to be any of them. You get to be your own character.
You get to make your own shit.
Versus Cyberpunk, where you can have a lady with a willy. I don't think so.
Oh, gross. Sure. Some reviewers praised parts of Saint. Oh, I read that. Which was released earlier this summer. I played with it for like, I don't know, man, 10 minutes before I was like, whatever. And it's robust enough to instantly become a mini monster factory for players. In its new setting, the fictional Santo Ileso. Did I get that?
Nailed it.
Thank you. NPR described the writing as witty and compelling. Well, if NPR says. But many reviewers were largely negative. Our colleagues at AV Club said Saints Row is dull, buggy, and has flashy concepts, but very few ideas on how to execute them. Jesus
And AV
Christ.
Club, the one that praises everything.
Yeah. VGC called it painfully generic.
Painfully generic. That's
Oh my god, that's a fucking good fucking burn, man.
dude,
Painfully
that's what you gotta say to
generic.
some chicken and butter. You are painfully generic.
Bro, the thing about generic, like it's like, yeah, you know, it's this type of game. You go in, you do this, you know, it's what you expect, but painfully generic is
Wow.
oh, that's such a good fucking bird. It's like it's painfully generic. Oh,
I
man.
love it, dude. That's brutal.
Dude, Inverse
Where
deemed
word
it
hippo comes in handy.
a middling experience. A middling experience. Okay. Ars Technica said it's beyond redemption. Jesus Christ, dude. Beyond redemption? That's a
They really
big
are
claim.
roasting the shit out of it.
Because, well, Fallout 76, when it came out, people were like, there's no hope for this game. It's garbage. But Bethesda has actually put in the work and the effort to make that game good. I don't play it anymore. I played when it was buggy. I had fun with it. I don't give a shit. But people that play it really, really fucking enjoy it. And they say, like, you can see, because I've gone back in a couple times, you can see how much work he's not allowed up here. You can see how much work went into it. And until he writes his apology for being late in the chat. Like how much work in like they really wanted to make the game better for their audience. So for this to be beyond redemption, that's interesting, I think.
Well, I mean, that's the only way to redeem your studio's name too, and you know.
Yeah, but who the
Beyond
fuck-
Redemption. Oh, sorry. Hey, Yeti.
Yo, Yeti's right here.
No, we're not doing that.
I just did it.
No one even knows what you're
I do
doing.
You know what I'm
Beyond
doing.
Redemption makes it sound bad. Like there's no hope for it. Like you
Yeah.
can't fix it. It's broken. But they're saying it's like painfully generic. That's a sick burn. But it's also saying that everything seems to be functional. It's just like it's like tan
Boring.
paint on top of a tan thing, you know? Like it's
Well-
tan on tan. It's
But
pretty,
the-
Yes,
But
because
that can's also
that's what you want
dented.
associated with the Saints Row.
And-
Boring and plain. Like Saints Row needs to be something so point. It's like, dude, this is just getting beyond. This is getting beyond ridiculous. In the fourth mission, I was literally God. You know, like that's what Saints Row is and needs
Really?
to be.
Well-
but
So I was on board with them toning it down a little bit from superhero. You know what I mean? Because like you're flying around the city with like
well, it turned into-
superpowers.
It turned into like Infamous.
Yeah. I was good. By the way, I like your green, your She-Hulk filter.
Oh yeah.
I was worried. I was like, oh wait, maybe he didn't do that on purpose.
No, I got one of those light globes that decides that it wants to change color all the time. So
Yeah. Well, don't
depending on how
put it
loud I
put it
am.
on auto. Don't put it on automatic. Put it on automatic. Anyway, Infamous was a good game. Yeah, Infamous was cool, dude. But
Great storyline too.
yeah.
Everything woke turns to shit. That's how
Oh, did you come
this
up
all
pretty clever,
goes.
Yeti?
I know. I just thought about it right now.
Have you played Saints Row? Any of them?
Yeah, the old ones. Like, I think in that superhero one, I think there was like some dildo gun or something like that. Like,
there's always a dildo bat.
It's so insane, over the top, and
it does this when you shoot them. It wiggles towards them. Like, yeah.
I'm more surprised that Kotaku is not singing its praises, because they love everything.
That's because Kotaku did not receive a review code for Saints Row ahead of its release.
So this $1 million company couldn't shuffle out, $50 for the game for their reviewers.
They haven't had time to review it yet. Oh,
so
dude,
they reviewed it anyway. They're like, we didn't get a review code, but we're gonna write a fucking review anyway.
They're doing a review based on the reviews from people they actually cared to send the game to.
Dude, they're flopping their dick out. They're saying, if you want shit reviews from us,
this isn't the first time either.
We have to get the game. If we don't get the game before everyone else, you're gonna get a shit review.
No, this isn't the first time either, because like there's been a couple times where Kotaku was left out of the cool group, and they're like, and they did not send us, and like were real fucking indignant about it too. They were like, how dare you not send to us a fucking code?
Yeah.
But this one dude that reviewed it, who did get the code, he gave it a pretty good review, and it's like not that many bugs at all, maybe one. And then when everybody got the game and they're like, holy shit, this thing is buggy as fuck, he's like, well, apparently there may have been bugs in it that I did not come across. That motherfucker didn't play this shit.
He didn't play the game.
Come on, man.
He looked at the talking points and then wrote based on them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Cliff's Notes.
Yeah. And then when everybody started calling out the bugs, he's like, oh, I'm going to say something.
Have they commented on the dialogue at all? Like, have you seen any of the dialogue posted online?
No, we should find some.
Oh my god, it's horrifying.
NPR described the writing as witty and compelling.
Of course. Oh my god.
AV Club. Saints Row is a confusing game on multiple levels. I can't say I didn't have fun with it. There's a compulsive pleasure in open world gaming that's hard to tamp down, no matter how intent the game seems to be on keeping its players from enjoying themselves too much.
Wait, so the best aspect of it is the platform that it's on, because it's open world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, they're trying to keep you from enjoying it.
Well, you're not allowed to do the heist at the end. You got to sit in the car while everyone else does the heist.
What?
Yeah, like they force it. You can't, kill shopkeepers and stuff like that. It refuses you from doing these things that you were able to do in previous editions.
Dude, remember when I said I think it's a good thing that they tone it down. Like, no, not to this. Not to you're sitting outside while other people. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was that?
They turned it into that dude from Game of Thrones. You get Reek, right?
Oh yeah, they reeked it. That's for sure.
No, he was still interesting. So, he had a very interesting story arc. So I don't know.
I wonder how Saints Row balls got cut, or penis got cut off. I wonder how
he suicided himself at the end of it because his brother didn't say, "Dude, wait 4 seconds and you'll survive."
Probably because Lakita what's her name? Lakita Arkeesian?
Longer. Oh, and
Anita?
Anti-Sarcasm.
Yeah. She's behind this game. Let's see here. Its tonal issues are weirdly a function of making its characters too likable instead of not enough. What?
Okay. Here,
Its characters
they're
too
all good guys. They have, in all fairness, I'm not really a criminal around this gang. I have a sick brother at home. He's got cancer.
Oh, did you think it's all Generation Hope?
It's Generation Hope. That's everyone.
Listen,
hope
I had to start trafficking in weapons because my cousin has cancer, and we live in a trailer now. Her parents were killed by crack.
What of it? At stage 4. Yeah, but what kind of cancer? It's bad.
The bad one. Yeah, definitely the bad
now
one.
I have to sell fentanyl to babies.
Oh man, I kind of want to play it now to review it. Hold on.
You do like Generation Hope video.
Yeah, it desperately wants you to think you're having fun without ever providing concrete steps towards giving players more to do than function in a very rot loop.
That doesn't sound fun at all, man. It really sounds like they're trying to boost up this review while also calling it shit, so they still get like, oh no, we said it was good.
Who was that? Oh, AV Club. Oh, also noticed that they didn't put a score next to it like they did for Game Radar.
They literally don't give it a score.
No, NPR doesn't either.
I put a link to
okay, cool.
Some of the dialogue.
If somebody can read this while I grab that.
Sure.
My Saints Row experience was enjoyable and more than occasionally frustrating. At times it feels like Volition is on the cusp of a breakthrough in both social commentary and open world game mechanics, while at other times it feels like it's upholding the status quo. I love the new cast of characters and what they represent to marginalized communities, community members who will play this game. And the story is compelling enough that I persevered in the face of some irritating bugs. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy this game. It like even from the marginalized community wants good games too. There's solid game here and plenty of fun.
With the garbage they get.
So I checked the AV Club website. It looks like they don't give them number ratings. They just do a
Oh,
review.
they don't? Oh, NPR and Polygon didn't either, huh? NPR. This year's reboot of Saints Row presents a sunny sandbox bursting with heist, hijinks, and witty banter. While the series has always stood in the shadow of Grand Theft Auto, it shines when it does what it's always done best, trading GTA cynicism for gonzo humor and earnest character portraits. That's what I said the first time. While never as rich or mechanically satisfying as GTA 5, the new Saints Row more than makes up for it with a pitch-perfect balance of comedy and compelling storytelling. That is, if you can actually play it without game-breaking bugs.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
That's like a negative comment. Like, you know, it's like what you pick up a chick with.
So it was a
Just
pitch-perfect balance of comedy and compelling storytelling. Let's check out some of that.
I want to hear this dialogue.
Insanity.
All in line.
So they're like, oh, this
Didn't
game
get a
is
bonus.
so mediocre and boring.
that's
The writing is on point, though.
Kai, you do get that we were clicking on this to listen to the dialogue.
Sorry, I didn't hear any dialogue.
Insanity.
All in line.
Yeah, as Kai was saying,
Fuck.
Didn't get a
Oh,
bonus.
fuck.
And
What the actual goddamn
just
fuck?
fuming. You would never
Actual
believe.
goddamn motherfucking goddamn fuck.
Yeah.
Hella characters.
Crap.
I'm guessing there might be some music playing right now. If you, I turned off the licensed music.
Goddamn fucking shit.
There might be some music right now. I don't know. Probably is.
Oh, boy.
Those are really compelling characters right there. Ooh, I can
Again, those little
feel.
stutters there, I didn't notice when I was
I want to
playing,
get
so
told the
again,
writing.
Line.
please don't be too harsh in the comments.
Oh, boy.
Guys, the dialogue.
So they told a 3-year-old to write something edgy?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's a
Fucking
25-year-old
fuck.
writing what they think is edgy.
My man.
25-year-old that never broke any rules.
Do you want to try that one again?
25-year-old who wears sunglasses at night.
Third time's a charm?
Sunglasses at
It's
night.
the daytime, and I wear them all the time. So
What's it
It
called?
does.
What?
What's it called?
What's what called?
The game.
Saints Row.
Is it
Saints
four?
Row.
Saints Row.
Or just Saints Row.
Just look up Saints Row. It'll come up. It's the newest thing, so it's at the top of all the searches.
Well, it didn't come up for mine because like I had something else.
I think it's
Try
a
Saints
reboot.
Row.
Hold on. All right.
It might just be called Saints Row because I think it's supposed to be a reboot of the series.
Yeah. So one of my favorite moments, probably in games in general, was, and I want to say it may have been the third, may have been the fourth one, when you get picked up by your buddy and you're just rolling and you start singing Sublime together in the car. It's such a great moment because it actually shows that they are friends and they have such good like back and forth, and the banter is great during the song, and the dude messes up on the song. It feels authentic. That little clip we just saw, nothing about it felt authentic. That did not feel like how a human humans. You know what I mean?
Don't human that way.
No, humans have never humanized like this.
Well, that's always been their problem.
So
like they don't understand how humans interact.
Yeah,
because they gotta write based on a set checklist, and there's no original thought going on, so they can't create any characters that will resonate with people. So it's just a bunch of swear words repeated over and over again, and that's called witty.
I would like to get some, if somebody could find some dialogue or story moments from the new Saints Row, that'd be really cool. Until then,
I'll get my Yeti onto it. Yeti.
Oh boy, calm down there, guy.
It's gonna be the most.
So this is what, the third one?
Yeah,
the third.
shit.
Yeah.
Turn it up. You remember this? Come on, dude. This was my high school.
Oh, I remember playing
right?
this. Yeah.
Early in the morning, rising to the street. Light me up that.
I kind of love how they're not in tune with each other. They're kind of off.
Yeah.
You know, it really does feel like two buddies singing it.
Yeah.
Yeti, you're just using that as an excuse for when we sing that you sing off. Doesn't mean we're friends.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
Oh, here it is. Here's the part.
Come on, man. Come on.
He was early on. He's like, "Well, life out fucking shit every time." It's such a great fucking moment of just bros. I don't know if y'all picked up on this with me, but I'm all about just like bros being bros. You know what I mean? I love bro moments, and that is a bro moment. It's an authentic broness that they have. I don't see the brolivity in this new one.
It's not
Well,
brotastic.
because you can't have bros anymore because that's toxic masculinity.
Is that the problem?
No, but here's the thing. You can have bros, but you've got to have bros like the new movie or series that's coming out called Bros. They have to be those sort of bros. Which you still haven't done a review on the trailer yet, Mad.
What's that?
The new movie Bros.
Oh
Done a
no,
review- yeah, that's the
I'm
only-
good.
That's the only sort of bros that we're allowed to have now.
I'm good. They tricked me. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, he's viewing. He went, wait a minute. I don't think these are bros.
After the third gay sex scene, he's like, "Wait a second, there's something going on here."
At first, I'm like, okay, yeah, bros. You know, bros doing bro things.
Oh yeah, they're just wrestling. They're really going
Yeah.
hard for it. You know, show who's dominant.
Oh wait, this guy.
What a Italian sausage pizza.
Let me check out this one next.
That was our 4 sausage pizza tonight. I mean, that's just bad for you.
Wait a minute, that bro's not coming up for air. Anyway, let's see here. We got a little time to kill. What
at
up?
the wrong door. Leather Club's 2 blocks down. Fuck you. Fuck you, Leather Man. I'll show you who's boss in this gym. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Huh? So what do you got? Come on. Get it pretty quick, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're eating some healthy Triscuits.
What the fuck's a Triscuit?
I haven't seen that one. Not expecting it.
Wait, what's a
There's
Triscuit?
gonna be a few people that get that.
You mean one? Me.
It's a cracker, Grant.
Because most of the Triscuit thing came from a lost episode.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I don't understand. Even know what it was. I was thinking it was
Oh,
like a triple laid
wait.
brisket or something. I don't know.
No, you never been to college,
Somebody
It's a
didn't
game.
throw out.
right? It's a game you play with your bros, right? Everyone's blindfolded. They stand in a circle.
Gross.
They're in a circle.
It's like soggy sayo. Okay.
Huh?
It's like soggy sayo that we have over here.
Oh,
Wait, is that the one where you have
That's
to run with an Oreo between your butt cheeks, and if you lose, you got to eat it?
No, we don't have Oreos over here.
Oh,
No. This is the sayo. It's a square bit of like cracker and then someone adds a flavor to it. High in protein.
Hey, did someone go watch Bros?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's probably talking about the video you just played of Scott and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, just two bros, man. What's up, Ruben? Just two bros, broing out, wrestling in the gym locker room.
Well, you've never
Like
wrestled
bros.
with a gym collar? You're weird.
That's right, like bros. Did I already download this? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. We'll just do this since we got time.
What's going on, you little
Matt's
assholes?
favorite element is bromide.
This guy, the title of this is what was it?
Man gets
is-
hit by car.
No. Saints Row is fun. Don't listen to the reviews.
Actually wasn't planning on making any videos about Saints Row the reboot that comes out today, but I've been seeing a bunch of people online, whether it's on YouTube making
Oh,
reviews.
see, I don't believe
on-
this at all because he's not twerking on the top of the car, and we all know that's the only way you can ride on the top of the car.
One dude was like, I got my foot
Like
stuck on the
somebody.
roof, so I figured if I blow up the car, it'll get me unstuck. It didn't
Reddit,
work.
Twitter, whatever. People are shitting on this game, and I just don't necessarily agree with a lot of the points that they're making. So I had to come on here
What?
and defend this game. Do not listen to all these people. I'm going to tell you why in a second. I feel like this game has had
Please.
a preconceived notion about it since the moment we saw the first trailer. What was
Wait, okay, all right. Listen, we can't have a preconceived notion about glitches. Like, you can expect them, but like
over a year or two ago? I
Oh,
feel
boy.
like this game, it's like nowadays people just love to hate on anything they can. They're nitpicking stuff. I'm not saying that this game doesn't have any problems. I'm going to get to that in a minute. It does.
you said don't listen to the reviews. The game is good.
There's problems. By the way, I'm going to tell you about these problems. So don't listen to you.
Oh boy.
Have some problems, but I think that like from the first day that the trailer was shown, I feel like people just wanted to start a narrative about this game that it wasn't going to be good or
But you said that there were problems. You're saying that the people are saying that there's problems, and yes, there are problems. But I think people have been wanting to say that there are problems since the trailer.
Just look past the problems to what they meant to do.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Like with movies, like no. Like you got to look at the messaging. Great job, Yeti. Really? I don't know if he's being real or not. Why are you in here not announcing yourself, Scott? Go ahead, Kai.
Mad. Why would you tell me to watch the preview for Bros?
I didn't tell you to do that.
That was terrible.
We
And
told you to watch the whole
weird.
movie.
Guys.
You've got a little bit
Why
of,
would they name it
stuff in your
Bros?
face.
What? Right? It's the most non-bro behavior I've ever seen.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with
And
Bros.
we played the Triscuit Biscuit thing.
They could have called it Gay Love Story, and I would have been like, it's more appropriate.
Yeah.
Not
I actually wanted this
appropriate.
game to be good.
Romeo and Romeo.
Hey, it's Superman 82. So did I. So did my girlfriend. Like, because my girlfriend, a huge fan of Saints Row, and she really wanted this game to be good. Nobody was like, I hope this game sucked because reasons. It wasn't until people saw it, they're like, oh, there's going to be issues here.
And I get the
It's
feeling
shit.
the next GTA game is going down the exact same route. You know?
Oh, you think they got Rakizian?
Oh,
For that one
they
too?
already announced it. Like they said they weren't going to do the same jokes because they don't want to offend, marginalized
They actually took those
communities
jokes
and-
out.
Yeah.
They've removed some of the, like, if you bought the digital version of it on a console, they've removed parts of that game. Insults and different things have been changed.
And the whole thing is,
here's the thing.
you
They're
make
not
fun
gonna-
of
they're not gonna
everyone.
do it for ages. they make billions of dollars off playing online. So they've got no interest in actually making another game, because then if they do, it's going to be intersectionalized and toned down to the point where they even said you're not even going to be able to do the like they call them baseline robbery, so a robbery on anyone. You can't just go up and kill someone and take money out of it. I'm like, okay, so it's not GTA anymore. By the way, you can't steal a car either, and you're not allowed to speed.
And they did say they did not want to make a game because they didn't think they could satirize any of it, which is insane when you think about what can be satirized today. It's just it doesn't line up with.
I don't even think it's like I think it's just like, here, look at it. Like, you don't have to do anything but add some music to it, and you got Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but it would satirize the wrong side of things. Because they can't satirize the evil side anymore.
I don't care. As long as they just bring back the radios like they had back in Vice City. I spent hours just listening to the radios because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Especially the talk show ones and the whole one that was based on fake commercials.
Saints Row has some good stuff too, man.
It's not worth it. And of course, when the game came out today, in the last 24 hours, people have been continuing that narrative and saying that it's bad and you shouldn't buy it and it's horrible. It's the worst game they've ever played. I just don't understand it, to be honest. I've been having a ton of fun on this game. I've only put like 5 or 6 hours into it.
Motherfucker, you barely got through the create your player. Like, he spent at least 3 hours on that.
Oh, that always takes so long.
Mission.
Oh, all the time, bro.
This is the first mission. That's why he's completely masked up, because he hasn't done the character creation.
It took me 15 to almost 20 hours to like create my wrestler in the new WWE game because of all the moves. Like, holy shit, you guys select moves for every fucking scenario imaginable.
What I was trying to do was a Royal Rumble of the Mad Barber Boys, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to create everyone that we do. It took so long, just basic sort of things. So I just went, okay, generic bald guy, that's Brahma. A guy's got hair. I'm going to turn it blue. That's Yeti. It just after you concentrate so much on the first one, you're like, yeah, it's not worth it.
No, it's
really
so
too much of it. That's the weird thing. Like,
see,
why do I care about the shape of my person's feet when they're always wearing shoes?
Well, all right. So I'm going to be honest with everybody right now. I'm going to be honest. I haven't done this in a few years, but the NBA game, I used to spend fucking an absurd amount of hours making shoes. I can tell you this for a fact. Not once in the middle of a game have I ever looked at my player going, I like those shoes. Not once have I ever noticed his fucking shoes. But I spent hours designing shoes for me never to look at them. And most of the time I would delete it in because I wasn't happy.
Well, maybe that's why you didn't notice the shoes.
Right now, I got lost in the sauce. I was playing it, didn't even realize the time was going by, and that's what this game is. That's what this entire.
Wait, is this his own gameplay footage that he's showing?
I think
probably not.
Because the mechanics look horrible. He just ran in a circle 3 times and then tried to shoot.
Oh boy, that car blew up pretty quick with that
pistol.
It buys a Saints Row game for the story. I saw some people shitting on the story. I mean, if you were buying a Saints Row game for the story in the first place, then what the hell are you doing? How does he know what the
story even is?
Hey,
He's 5 hours
motherfucker!
into it.
Yeah, that's the one too. He's like, if you're buying Saints Row for the story, what the hell are you even buying Saints Row for, bro? The stories are some of the best part of the other games. Are you kidding? Dude, I love when you have to go rescue, I forgot who it was, and is playing that fucking I Need a Hero, that song. Like, it pumps me up. I'm like, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I was really into it. Fuck. I counted 3 pistol shots to blow up a car. That feels right, though.
I have played all
the
Saints Row
those
games
are anti-car rounds, obviously, so stop making fun of the game because it makes total sense. Anti-car rounds, okay?
Anti-car rounds.
Yeah.
Mad, I can't believe you didn't know that as soon as you take out the driver or just somebody riding on the vehicle, the whole thing blows up.
Well, if you shoot the driver, yeah, like if you shoot the driver, is basically like the dead man trigger or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if they die, it blows up. Same thing for cars.
What the hell are
It
you
forcefully
doing?
ejects
What are you
everybody
doing?
else out of the car with an explosion.
Yeah, that's a 007 way.
Played all of the Saints Row games before this one, and
Everything
I've never,
blows
I
up
don't
if you
even
go
know
off
I
a cliff
finished-
too.
That's actually what you call Mexican 007. 007 way.
I have played all the Saints Row games before this one, and I don't even know if I finished some of the stories. I just popped it in and started playing with it. That sounded fucked up, but you guys know what I mean. And I've only played it.
No,
That's
no,
you,
no,
motherfucker.
that's you.
Don't be like, what are you doing buying a Saints Row game? Interested in there being a good story. Like,
why would you ever buy The Witcher 3 for the story, you weirdo?
Just grab a dildo bat and go, oh, they don't have that in this one? Just grab the gimp and go, oh, he's not in here either? Just go rob some. Oh, you can't rob those people? Just come on, guys.
Yeah.
You mentioned so far.
I didn't actually finish the other 4 games. We just did just the tip.
Like the story. Like it's goofy, right? All the characters are goofy. Because
that's all you can
annoying
handle.
as hell, but so am I, so I kind of get used to it.
Hold on. First of all, not all the characters, yes, they were goofy, but they were actually grounded in a lot of ways. Like they felt real. Believe it or not.
Goofy. Some are annoying as hell, but so am I, so I kind of get used to it. And I don't mind the
That's
story
the
so
first
far. I
thing
think
he
it's
said
good
that's
enough to
true.
keep me wanting to play more. Like it's not fantastic, it's not horrible, it's just good enough. That's kind of what I expected with a Saints Row game, right? I didn't.
Bro, oh my god, the expectations of mediocrity is beyond my comprehension, and it goes back to bring this thing full circle. It goes back to Top Gun Maverick. People are so used to getting.
Oh man, but before you go that way, I just got to bring this full circle because it goes right back to Top Gun Maverick.
Because like
Bitch wasn't even here,
right? In comparison to what's out there, yeah, it's a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like, but if you don't grade it on a curve, then you really start to see like, okay, it's good, and that's fine. It's fine that a movie has a but.
Yeah. Like
some guys like big butts and they can't even lie about it.
Fact.
Expect it to be like story of the year or anything like that.
No,
So
they
anybody
want
that
it
was
fun.
kind
That's
of
what nobody seems to understand.
With the Saints
Fun.
Row game.
Top Gun. Fun. You know, it doesn't have to be everything. Doesn't have to be dark and gritty and serious. It could be fun. You could have a decent story.
Yeah, I wish it was
action,
fun.
and you know,
I wish it was fun. I wish we got to hang out with the bros. You know what I mean? But I don't know any of the people that are a part of this mission, except for Rooster. You know, and his Rooster, use the Force, Rooster, on his trench run.
Right? I didn't expect it to be like story of the year or anything like that. So anybody that was kind of anticipating that,
Nobody was anticipating the story of the year, motherfucker. Like, it's not this or that. It is not, well, it's either just going to be a nonsensical, dumb story, or it's going to be the greatest thing ever written, War and Peace. I mean, there's no middle here, right? No middle?
Well, look at Elden Ring. I mean, if you don't actually want to read anything in the game, there is no story. I mean, you actually have to go dig for a story in games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring.
I mean,
but the
it's
gameplay is fun enough that people enjoy the game.
I mean,
Make
it's
enjoyable.
It's either going to be a Neil Breen movie or an Oscar Wilde play. There's really no, if I'm being earnest here.
But I'm having a hard time listening to this guy's review. Like, he's making every excuse at every line about why it's actually bad.
If I'm being earnest here.
Is Kai still watching Bros? He looks really enthralled.
I can see the gleam in his eye.
I know.
Yeah, like I said before, I don't know what you were hoping for because that's just not what Saints Row is about. Another thing
You're wrong.
I saw people harping on was the glitches and bugs. Okay, yes, this game does have glitches and bugs. I've ran into quite a few in just a short amount of time.
This is exactly like that She-Hulk, like, oh, all the criticisms were easily smashed. Yes, there's glitches and bugs, and yeah, I've ran into quite a few of them in my 5 hours of playing.
That I played it. But, I mean, what game doesn't have glitches and bugs the first day now? Like, I'm going to tell you guys the last...
Oh my god.
Again,
We're just supposed to accept it now that everything
This is
gonna
what I'm
come
talking
out
about.
glitchy
Like-
as hell.
Also, remember, this game was delayed for
6 months.
6 months
February to August.
so that it could be polished. And
It's still a polished turd, though.
yeah.
But it's
Oh
much
my
more
God.
shiny around the edges.
Well, what game doesn't come out with glitches and bugs day one?
I mean,
I don't know.
that's
Every game that came out on the Nintendo?
I was
yeah.
gonna say every game that came out before freaking 2018.
As soon as
or
live
2 years.
updating.
Yep. Which I'm a fan of
Yeah, because they've done
for
a
it
lot.
to be improved,
That's why they have
but
open
it doesn't
betas.
excuse it. Yeah, open betas.
Make it a cheaper price. Make it an open beta, and then all the problems are solved.
Fuck, what's that old dude's name?
You know
The
what
di-
would also
the-
help is if
Hold on,
they
hold
did
on, Brahma,
open
Brahma, hold on.
betas.
Beta.
Hold on, Brahma. I was working out. Hold on. What's that old dude's name with the diabetes?
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah. Wilford Brimley, he always talked about it, like all these open betas.
You want to try that
Well,
again?
my diabetes.
Nope. I nailed it, man.
Dude, he
Nailed.
died recently. He's rolling over in his grave after that.
Wait, by the way, look at this. I didn't even mean to pause it here.
Oh my god.
The fucking arm is going through the roof. Holy
Yeah, dude,
shit.
that's how it works. You're no physiologist.
That's true. I'm not a roofologist.
Yeah.
I've only bought in a handful of games day one. Cyberpunk 2077, that game had a glitch every 10 seconds.
Hold on.
Bugs the first day
He
now.
compares
Like,
it to the worst case scenario. He's like, well, look at the worst case scenario. Shit. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
tell you guys
not that.
Hold on. He's about to tell us
Literally
something.
Every sentence is structured to make making an excuse for it.
Rescue
not as
Kev
kind of a
and
choice.
Eli. I've had a few friends in my life named Kevin, and I would smack them. They're like, actually, everybody calls me Kev. Nobody calls you Kev, Kevin. Sorry.
the last year or 2 years, I've only bought in a handful of games day one. So
You think maybe maybe some of the reason why you were apprehensive to buying them day one is because of all the glitches and fucking bugs?
No. Perish the thought.
When your day one patch is larger than the actual game file, you know there's
Yeah.
a problem.
I don't even think they have a day one patch for this.
That's the problem.
Wait, they haven't had a
Really?
patch yet?
I don't think so. I don't think they have a day one patch.
After 5 months of the delay,
games day one.
So the graphics do look rough. However, I don't. That could be because of the whatever he's running it on and whatever he's recording it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be a graphic card thing rather than the game itself. So I'll
yeah,
hold
you're
on.
recording, then you're
Cyberpunk
playing it off
20.
something else, so fidelity
Yeah.
keeps getting reduced.
yeah.
Computer could have it limits.
77, that game had a glitch every 10 seconds, I swear to God. And
Swear
then
to
what else
God.
was there? Dying Light 2, I bought.
Oh, I picked up on it. Did y'all pick up on that? Oh, we had a little sugar in the tank. I'm not saying his heart pumps Kool-Aid. I'm just saying like
10
Oh.
seconds, I swear to God. And then what else was there? Dying Light 2, Punk 2077,
Are
that
you
game.
saying he's African American?
no. I'm saying that Callie's not the only one that's going to be at the theater opening day for Bros.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I only bought in a handful
Go
of
back.
games.
Oh, he's a fan of
Well,
cinema.
you bought me my ticket, Matt. I'm obligated to go now. So
True.
You know,
All right, here we go. Ready?
can't turn down a bro date.
2 years, I've only bought in a handful of games day one. Cyberpunk 2077, that game had a glitch every 10 seconds, I swear to God. And then what else
Swear
was
to
there?
God.
Dying Light 2, I bought day one. That
Swear to
game was
God.
filled with glitches and bugs. You had, I mean, I can't
Yeah,
think
but
of
they
another.
had
especially
fun-
He's in
open-
short shorts. That's why he's running around in short shorts and like a tank
That's
top.
his created character.
Got some sugar in the tank.
world game. you're bound to run into a few here and there. As long as it's not game breaking, then I don't see the problem. Like, you know it's going to happen, especially with an open world game. There's going to be some bugs. There's going to be some glitches. If it's not breaking your game and it's not
how long is he
messing things up,
spending
then I don't,
on this?
Yes, it's annoying, of course.
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Nowadays, that's just what happens when games come out.
So
yeah,
accept
that's
it.
definitely a thing. There is glitches
Consume
and bugs. Okay,
and
shit on that.
rejoice.
Okay, I'll give that to you. Sure. As far as like the gunplay mechanics and stuff like that, it's a little bit on the weaker side. It does kind of get repetitive shooting some of these enemies. They're not very different from each other. It's just
Wait, hold on. He's like, as far as the gun mechanics, it gets repetitive shooting the same guys again. That doesn't have anything to do with the gun mechanics.
There's not enough diversity in the people you're killing.
And I, for one, am
Oh
sick
my
and tired of
God.
it. We need to be able to kill more people of color.
By the way, this is him saying, don't listen to reviews. This game is good. So...
This game's great, except
endless
for all
amounts
these things
of
I'm going to
game
list that
members
everybody else
running
lists
at you
that
and
you
you're shooting
shouldn't
at
listen
them.
to.
The gunplay is a little bit outdated, but it's still fun. There's enough.
What does that mean, bro? Break it down for me. What do you mean when you say that the gun mechanics are a little dated? Does that mean that they're still using the same system where like there's not really a aiming down the sights or whatever, like ADS? You can't ADS with your gun? Is that what you mean?
Man.
Or maybe it's an auto lock, like it doesn't auto aim for him. Is that what
Or
it
it
is?
does. I don't. Who is a mystery? Why the wait
I
till
would
part
guess
2?
this guy likes his auto aim. You have to actually tell the gun where you want it to shoot instead of just locking onto your opponent's head.
Eventually in the game, you get powers and stuff like that and especially the executions. The executions in this game are incredible. I love that aspect. Yeah, the gunplay's a little.
Wow, did you hear that edit? Ooh.
Yeah. You can hear them when he stops.
Well, hold on, but listen, but
Especially
like
the executions in this game are incredible. I love that aspect. Yeah, the gunplay's a little bit weaker, but it's okay. It's definitely serviceable. Moving on to the customization, which is one of the things that Saints Row has always been known for. Endless customization in this game, whether it's your vehicle, your character. You can make your character look like anything and everything you want it to be. Visually, do I even have to say anything? You guys are seeing the gameplay on the screen. This game looks breathtaking, whether you're on the new
maybe for him.
Showing that don't
That's
show
not
someone
what we were saying.
in water, which is the most easy thing to.
Oh yeah. Also, yeah, that's dude. They've been doing water effects like genuinely like looking great since Xbox. Like
Yeah, but dude, look,
also,
there's cylinders on a concrete thing. It's breathtaking. You don't need.
look at all the different blues. Look, the water's blue.
Yeah.
My shirt is blue. The boat has like 4 different blues on it, so
And
you
then
can really see the
gray.
contrast between colors.
And the sky is white.
Like I just love all that grayscale. There's a gray in the building, and there's a
All the
gray-
buildings are so accurate with their gray tones. When he blew up a car. Oh, maybe. We got a bot. in the
Yeah,
chat.
one of you 10,000 mods in the chat, take care of the bots.
Xbox or the PS5 or even on last gen. I've seen some gameplay on Xbox One and PS4. It still looks very good on those platforms. So, I mean, visually, why isn't anybody talking about this game and how good it looks? It looks great, and obviously that's not the whole point of a game.
we're not just gonna talk
the
about that
visuals,
boat
but
just
we gotta
bobbing
give
up
credit
and
where
down for no
credit's due,
reason.
right? This game looks great. Something I forgot to mention with the story is the mission designs in this game so far. I've only played a few, but even the opening sequence
Oh my
in this game
god!
near the end
Why
of
are
it-
you reviewing it? I've only played a few missions, so I'm gonna review this
Well,
thing.
because nobody plays Saint
I
Row
only-
for
I only
the
saw
for the
movie up
story.
for 15 minutes. I only saw the movie for 15 minutes, but I can say when people say it's shit and it falls up in the third act, they're wrong. This
They're
is the
wrong.
reason why the
Yeah.
opening was awesome.
The design is awesome, like the mission designs.
whatever.
There's a chase
snap into
sequence,
it.
and you're handing off an aircraft with one hand, shooting at enemies with your pistol. And then you
His
get
like
yourself
first
into a
mission.
Yeah.
Scene
Is
where
that
you're
his
fighting
character with
villain,
the
I guess.
mustache?
I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like
No,
Captain
this
Hook
would-
on crack, but I have to give that props. The
Hold on.
design, the design is awesome. Like the mission designs.
What
There's a
design's awesome?
chase sequence, and you're handing off an aircraft with one hand, shooting at enemies with your pistol, and then you get
By the way, do y'all remember in one of the Saints Row, maybe been 4, maybe been 3, where you're hanging off of a safe that you just took from a bank, shooting with one hand as you're being chased?
3. Yes.
Yeah.
Get yourself into a cutscene where you're fighting the villain, I guess. Yeah, he looks like Captain Hook on crack, but I have to give that prop.
I don't think you know who Captain Hook is, nor do I think you know what crack is either. Like, no. If I do not see...
Disrespect.
If anything, he is a he looks like if Danny Trejo was on like dialysis,
Or if he was like leading up a major gang.
Yep.
Get it? Come on, that deserved more than that. I even got the words right. Fuck off.
The words right.
Fuck on.
And this is the type of game where you're not going to uninstall it from your console. I can see myself going back to this game for a year or even 2 years down the line.
Hold on. I thought this was for real. I'm like, wait, what did it do casting sessions for? It took me a second. He looks like a Mexican Danny Trejo. Hey, Boos, this is going to blow your mind. I'm pretty sure Danny Trejo is Mexican.
What? No.
Line. It's a game where you don't know what to play one night. You can just, start it up, free roam around, wingsuit across the map.
Yo, he's saying, hey, this is one of those $60 games that you buy that if you're bored and you've already played good games and you're like, I want to play something garbage one night, you put it in.
Do you like open world and not doing any of the main missions? We have a game for you.
It's a beautiful game to look at, like I said before.
Blurry.
Lots of things to do, even when you're not doing the main story. There's just side missions. I think they're called side hustles. So much things to do. You can cause chaos. You can grab a monster truck and just mow down cars and people for hours. It's just a blast. So I
wonder where they got the...
You said you played 5 to 6 hours.
Do I think it's as bad as some people are making it out to be? No. I think this is the game that you should actually buy. Whether you want to wait for it to drop down a little bit in price.
A game that he just described as, one of those games, you're bored, you put it in, play for a little bit with no purpose or anything, definitely buy it.
Or maybe it'll be in Game Pass.
I could come back to it in a year.
I do think it's worth it. Like, gaming is dry as hell right now, guys. There's nothing coming out. Like, there was Elden Ring earlier this year, and then what have we had since then? As far as, like, AAA titles, there's been nothing. Nothing. The Harry Potter game, Hogwarts, was supposed to come out. That's been pushed back.
Actually, that game looks amazing, and I can't wait for it. I don't care what anyone says. I am so excited for that game.
For what?
Yeah, he's literally touching his wand as we speak.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen a frame of Harry Potter.
It's basically Skyrim meets Harry Potter world.
Not a fan of Skyrim, so.
Oh, okay.
Is this going to be like that
third person
game you tried to get us on?
Yeah, man, I paid like fucking $40 for that damn Robin Hood game.
I did not tell you to pay for that. I said it was on.
It was
free on.
Legit. I took 3 steps with my character. I'm like, fuck this, and turned it off. Have not turned it on yet.
I got that hunting game that none of us ever played.
That one was on Mad.
I forgot about we were talking yesterday. I don't know if you were here about all the games that we've gotten. Like, wow, we're gonna play this together, and I forgot about these. Oh yeah.
I have Australian internet, and that game was 140 gigs to download.
That one was on Mad.
I played it. I killed maybe 4 deer in it. I was like, all right, it's kind of cool. I mean,
and then delete.
We did play that alien game, but nobody wanted to play with us.
Yeah, I know. Reminds me of my childhood.
Something more important.
In the last few months, at least none that I know of. So, I mean, what else are you waiting for? This is.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I love the excuses that people like. Well, there's nothing else out, so what else are you gonna do? That's not. That is not a selling point.
You
know what I mean?
Recommendation.
That's
the most glowing recommendation I've heard in quite a while.
Go to the movies or spend time with your family. It's shit, but at least it's not your wife. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Maybe they would stop making shitty games if people stop paying for them on day one.
I think this one's gonna fail.
Game to buy.
Has he gotten
play.
fired for?
I think you'll have fun for at least a few months, if not longer. Don't listen.
Yes. Should I hire him? Why not?
And all those people out there trying to say that this game is horrible. Like, I don't think it's horrible. I'm not saying it's the best game ever. I definitely think it's higher.
You're not saying anything.
It's not. Oh man, these people like they're so obsessed with not being on the binary, but yet here we are again. It's either the greatest thing ever, or it sucks. Like those are the.
Man, how does it feel knowing that you've got less subscribers than this guy?
Fuck off! I better not. I swear to Christ, if that's true. Is that true?
I bet
Son of a bitch!
It's.
He has over 11. He almost has 12,000.
Oh.
Actually,
That's not a high bar.
the whole time we've been watching, I've been picturing that guy that we watched the videos from that stands in the Blockbuster video.
Oh, Rick?
The one that Matt has us watch all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Bros?
From Screen Blend, whatever it is.
Screen Blend?
Bitch.
Okay.
I want to finish this before we go.
Or whatever I gave
Triggered
this game.
mad
like
hard.
8, or even if you want to say 7.5, I think that's still reasonable for this game. I don't think it's as bad as people are trying to make it out to be. That's just the way society works nowadays. Everything is shit. If it's even a little bit bad or has a few problems, it's fucking horrible, right? It's just not the case with Saints Row the Reboot. Leave a like on this video. Tell me what you think about this game. Are you planning on buying it? Are you skeptical? I'm sure you are. Maybe you don't give a shit about this game. Let me know down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
For fuck's sake, dude. That dude has almost 12,000 fucking subscribers. That video, 50,000 views.
Oh.
50,001 now.
That is so... You know what frustrates me? I before Madden came out, I'm actually pretty pleased with this, thus far, actually. The tackling, man, they did so much like improvement on the tackling, which I really appreciate because I mostly only play defense. But I saw this YouTuber, right, and he had thousands and thousands, I think maybe even a million, and all he ever does is talk about fucking Madden just this year, and he does it like he kind of talks like this, and there's all this, like, his audio quality is garbage. He puts no effort into it. It's just like, oh man, it's like he's talking like using his laptop fucking mic. Pisses me off.
Yeah, the microphone's in the room next to him because he hasn't got a long enough extension cord.
Dude,
I mean, we obviously don't put much effort into anything, but we do have our audio right. Right?
Oh boy. Anyway, all right, let's get going, guys. Idea, Matt?
Oh, I was going to tell you an idea that I wasn't going to say out loud because this could be funny.
Well, that's the perfect thing to do on a stream, then, Yeti.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I put in the private chat, and then Matt just reads out anything he reads in the back.
Yes, I do read anything I read. Yes.
Yeah, that's how reading works.
Yep. Maybe if I put in rainbow form for you, you'll figure it out.
What's this you're saying, Yeti? Your anal warts are really starting. Dude, we don't want to know that. Jesus.
Grant, you got anything coming up?
Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm doing a re-edit of the new Lord of the Rings of Power trailer. I've added a few things. I figured, looking at the trailer, what does this trailer need more of? So I thought some sci-fi elements, an alien fighting a predator, women with actual beards. Yeah, so it should be fun. Hopefully, and it's hopefully I get more than a few views. Otherwise, I'm putting my microphone in another room and talking about a stupid fucking sports game.
I'm so close. I'm so close to just doing Madden. Hey, what's going on, Madden guys? So this week
you got to start off with "It's your boy." I figured that's the way to do it.
It's your boy. Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't realize I have a lot of boys on the internet. I go to anything and it's like, "It's your boy." I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. We're boys now. Okay.
Hey, Madden fans, it's your boy Mad coming to you with another streamio. Came up with that one on my own.
Where's your Yetis at?
Your Yeti's right here.
Why is it all German? Gah. Anyway, brightest day.
Yeti.
I get absolutely nothing from doing this for Scott. I mean, it's not on my channel. No one ever subscribes to me watching this. Scott doesn't even let me on his Monday show that the reason I'm doing this is so that Scott can do his Monday show that I am banned from. But that's cool though. He's my friend. Alrighty, it's your ninja. Oh, that's good too. Yeah. Brahma Bull, what you got, bro?
Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow, and
another show I'm banned from.
Yeah, just not doing a whole lot right now. I came back from Vegas with the COVID. The whole family did. So
oh, really?
I've been running like 102-degree fever for the last 3 days. I'm just in a fever dream going through everything.
I bet it was
right
Jeremy.
Now.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Jeremy constantly looks like he has COVID.
Yeah, I think X-Ray Girl also had it.
Oh, really? I was just
yeah,
guessing.
she got it. So yeah.
Yeah. We had a super spreader event. It was great.
I was just naming somebody I have little to no contact with.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So don't
I'm just kind of
hallucinate.
floating through the next few days, hallucinating everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Grant. When Grant got that Australian COVID, he was mad. He was fucked up. Anyway, it was fun times. He's like, bro, am I here? Are you here? Are we there?
It was the best stream that I ever did, but I realized I was actually lying on the bathroom floor, and I wasn't on stream. But yeah,
we make a gaming channel where we review. Yeah, you got anything coming up?
I'm trying to work on stuff.
That's not a bad
Street
idea.
Smarts, yeah. On I don't know what day
Wednesday.
Is it? Saturday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it Saturday, but we'll do it Wednesday, probably.
Street Smarts, ever heard of them?
Kai.
I'm doing. I uploaded an update video since I've been kind of on and off and changing my schedule and stuff. So that was a couple days ago, I think. I'm doing late night tonight and Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I got the second edition of my book out, and I'm gonna be on the comics division pretty soon. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna be on there in the next few weeks. So
Thursday night next week, I
on
think.
Thursday, yeah.
Try not to get banned.
Thursday.
What?
Always get banned. Well, as for me, I got to finish editing episode 3 of Kid Nation that the girlfriend and I did, and then we need to watch a couple more too, so I can get those out there because those are fun.
Did you get my recommendation for that other series?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you watched that one?
No, I have not. I may save that for us though.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
we may
I
do that
watched.
one.
I watched the entire thing when it first came
Really?
out, and I didn't think much of it. But oh my god, he has not aged well.
What?
Oh,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Anyway,
you would have thought 2004 blackface being bad.
So I guess from all of us here at, what is he calling it now? What is this?
The
Superior
News
Dump.
Network.
The Sporking News Network in association with Mad Bubber Entertainment. He still hasn't put an outro video, so I'm playing mine.
Hello, Toby.
Yeah. What do I say at the end?
Bye.
Oh yeah, you go. Hey Kai, you got anything else? And then you cut him off.
Oh yeah. Damn it, I didn't do that.
You can try again.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
Hey, Law Dog. Law don't go around here.
Boy, man, I'm glad I found that trailer or that review. That really brought us to the end.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh no, I found it.
Yeah, but I didn't find anything else to distract it. So.
Are these clips
Oh,
from
yeah.
Saints Row?
Stay Gucci, my ninjas.